Alright, so this is going to be another television show review. This one's called Stingray 1985. This is going to be another Shannon Tweed deal. Much younger looking Shannon Tweed appeared in one episode of this crap show. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars after watching only 2 out of 5 episodes. The disc is like 4 hours long. I didn't want to wait till the end of the disc to review it. By the way, this is my 1000th video upload, so somewhat of a milestone for me, and I hope to get up to 10,000 before I die. That's my goal. I'll be retired and raking in the cash, raising my son's grandkids, or helping to raise my son's grandkids. That's my goal in life. Pretty much given up on trying to be a movie producer. I don't have the time or the energy at this point, but I might do it when I retire. We'll see. So getting back to the TV show, yeah, this TV show is filmed in Vancouver. It's kind of a rip-off on Magnum PI, but it's darker and it has kind of a jazzy score. I guess it's like a mix between Magnum PI and some cheap dime novel thriller. Of course, it's not an erotic thriller like Shannon Tweed's later work. So Shannon Tweed went from appearing in a spot TV show like this as a Canadian actress, seeing as how this is filmed in Vancouver and she's from Canada. She just happened to appear in this particular television show, 1985. She looks super young and she doesn't have the fake breasts yet. And the plastic surgery probably on top of that, you know, some 15 years later. So she went from that to doing the erotic thrillers, which I much rather watch besides this crap, and then she became a reality TV star with Gene Simmons in Family Jewels, which I have on my Netflix queue. I'm not really looking forward to watching that. I used to have a Kiss shirt in the when Family Jewels came out. The Trader Joe's clerk was all, the ugly white girl was all, oh yeah, I like that reality show with Gene Simmons. Never really grabbed my attention, although it did after I learned that Shannon Tweed was in it. It was also Gene Simmons' wife now, I guess. They finally agreed to get married after shacking up for God knows how many years. So, anyways, it's about this guy. I guess his name is Ray Parker. I don't know. You never really learn his name. He's like a PI, private dick, similar to Magnum PI, and I guess he used to be some kind of spook or something, some kind of G-man. And the strange thing is he doesn't get paid for his services per se. He always demands a favor in return, which doesn't really make sense economically. It's like some kind of backward barter system or some kind of weird stuff. Makes absolutely no sense in today's economy, and maybe it made sense in caveman or Robinson Crusoe type economy, but for this particular show, it doesn't make sense. Um, I don't know how the guy is surviving. We don't know if he's a trust fund baby or he's just um, an altruist who saved a ton of money prior to doing this. But yeah, highly improbable kind of plot lines in this television show. The first, I'm watching. The only reason I picked this out was because Shannon Tweed is in it. Same goes for Family Jewels, which is coming up on my Netflix queue. And I've got all the discs on there, except for the ones that got consigned to my save queue. So this is going to be Season 2, Disc 4, as a Shannon Tweed episode. And the first episode was about some kind of sleazy journalist, kind of like I don't know, Jerry Springer type guy. He loves exposing corruption in government, I guess, which is fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But you know, it's got the TV show feel to it, the kind of inane dialogue, and I didn't really care for the Stingray character. I thought he was conceited. He's driving around in a 1965 Stingray. Kind of reminded me of my former coworker, Symphony Chu. I talk about her a lot because I haven't seen her for years, and we used to be like brother and sister. She had 2 sisters, no brothers, so she kind of adopted me as her pretend brother when we were working together. And then things sort of tapered off when I was married to my second wife, and I was being rather demanding, you know, asking for more than just friendship at that point, because I saw the handwriting on the wall that divorce was coming soon. So I was kind of trying to prepare in advance, but the women that I was talking to didn't really see it that way. Didn't really understand what I was trying to do, which is kind of understandable, seeing as how I was a married guy. But in any case, those are the kind of shenanigans I was doing. Unsuccessful and rather in vain, I might add. So she had this Carmen Gia that she got because she loved Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo movie so much. She had an orange Vertigo poster over her bed, and she got the Carmen Gia car just so that she could be like Marge or something. Yeah, I think it's Marge who drives that car. And my mom liked Marge because she was the straight and narrow type person, as opposed to James Stewart and Kim Novak, who were kind of having an affair. Kim Novak being the married woman, or the pretend married woman, or the ghost, or whatever. The necromania. So yeah, speaking of ghosts, my pseudo girlfriend split for like 3 months in LA to be with her depressed daughter, and then after I offered to take her to the private spa for something, she kind of flaked on me again. Told me her mom was sick and she had to go to San Jose. And of course, I was busy working a couple days ago on Saturday. So I couldn't meet her right away when she snapped her fingers at me. And so that bought me a little time. I was thinking maybe I could bug my coworker. I've been trying to send her work emails, but she only works there like maybe 4 days a week, and I'm only there 2 days. You know, the young and Cambodian tomboy that I've been telling you about. Her name is Tiffany Tepp, and I got really excited when I met her a few times at work. So I'm going to try to catch her when people aren't snooping on us. Ask her if she has any plans for this weekend. Ask her what's new, and tell her that she's my favorite coworker. Something subtle, not too demanding. And then I'll say, oh, by the way, I sent you like 10 work emails. She'll probably go, oh, I never check my work emails. And I'll go, well, I sent you a LinkedIn invite. Did you get that? And she'll probably say something the same, like, I never check my LinkedIn or something, or it's tied to an old email or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. That should be interesting confrontation, or getting to know her better, whichever the case may be. But I'm digressing again into my personal life. So the first episode that I saw was about, I think it was called Autumn or something. Or no, that was the second episode, Autumn. I don't remember the name of the first episode, but it has to deal with some kind of the Jerry Springer guy. He gets murdered, and they tried to fake it as some sort of drunk driving accident. At first, Stingray refuses to protect the guy, even though he says his life is at stake. Later on, they say he couldn't have protected him anyway because the G-men were after him for trying to expose some kind of witness protection program that was being used to smuggle less desirable people into the United States. Couldn't really understand what that was all about. And then Stingray keeps having flashbacks where he shot somebody. Later on, he goes into confession to confess that he killed somebody with a gun. And don't know what that's all about, but there's a really cool looking weird scene where a bunch of people with like socks over their faces, or some kind of weird mass, like faceless people, gather around in a crowd. I couldn't really understand what was going on, but I thought it was weird and cool, and that's about the only part that I liked about it. Granted, it was kind of cool to see government corruption in the first episode, but the second one is kind of lame. It's kind of like a Murder, She Wrote type story, where the Stingray is being used to write a book, and Shannon Tweed is in on it. She's kind of like faking a murder so that this lady can write a book about it. It's almost like a reality type of reality television, but it's a reality book instead. That makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it, but she's writing a novel based on true events or faked events that are actually happening, thanks to Shannon Tweed faking her father's disappearance and murder and stuff. And then the writer's sister is slipping arsenic in her drink. She's trying to kill her sister, so that she can take credit for writing the book. Kind of like that Karen Black film I just saw. It's like, what was the name of that movie? I forgot already. But yeah, it's got that kind of storyline. I thought it was rather dull, and it gets 2 out of 5 stars. It's about the same as any other crap television show during this time period. Airwolf comes to mind. It's about the same caliber as Airwolf. It's probably the same producer too, now that I come to think of it. The same producer who was polluting the airwaves during the mid-'80s Ronald Reagan era of television, the drug of the nation. So yeah, not one of Shannon Tweed's better works. Like I said, I would rather watch one of her erotic thrillers, and so yeah, can't recommend it, can't say check it out. For the most part, skip it unless you want to see the first episode, which is kind of on not the Shannon Tweed episode, but the first episode on season 4, disc 2, which is better than the second episode in my opinion. I haven't seen all 5 episodes, so I'll continue watching. I drank a whole bottle of Red Line after taking naps throughout the day while my son was watching was it YouTube Lego videos or something. Yeah, he's back into Legos. Now he wants to watch Ninjago on Netflix, and the new Lego Ninjago movie is coming out. He hates Batman now because the cartoon was so boring to him on Netflix, and it looked boring to me too. But there are other Batman things like the 40s serials and stuff like that that's more enjoyable. The cartoons are kind of lame in my opinion. And I got a Mad Max. He sat through like half of it, then he got bored because Max wasn't doing any more police work. He was kind of on vacation towards the middle of the movie. So I guess I'll return the Amazing Spider-Man 2 DVD and Mad Max DVD to the library, since he wants to watch Ninjago stuff now. And I bought him a Lego set, like Hulk versus Thor, and he didn't want to build it. He wanted to take it home and build it with his neighbor friend. I don't know if it was because he got stuck or he just got bored with it, but yeah, I spent like $60, money that I had not set aside for it because he was all anxious to get a Lego set, and then he doesn't want to build it. He wants to sit and watch Lego videos, or he wants to go to the Lego store, but I'm too dang tired. I want to take a nap. So I just took naps throughout the day, and I let him watch Lego videos on YouTube, mostly Spider-Man and Ninjago videos. So it's kind of clever when I bought the Hulk versus Thor set at Lego store. They they gave me a free Ninjago Lloyd minifig. They have to assemble. Lloyd's arm came off. I was able to snap it back on, and my son lost the sword in his car seat. He keeps dropping stuff in my car, but that got him all excited and back into Ninjago. He used to watch the cartoon on Netflix, the Ninjago cartoon, and what else can I? Oh, yeah, Saturday night wasn't so good. Unfortunately, I relied on my alarm clock, which is about 25 years old or something, and the thing wouldn't go off. I didn't have the button positioned correctly, so I got here like a half an hour late on Saturday night, and so I've been relying on my phone alarm now. Seems to be working much better in terms of get me to work on time. So solved that problem. Anyways, I'm here. It's pretty dead tonight. Usually on Monday mornings there aren't that many cars. Most people checked out already. And so I'm just sitting here kind of bored. My cell phone is about to die. I thought I'd sneak in my 1000th video upload. Tell you about this crappy TV show that I'm watching. I got 3 more episodes to watch, and the battery's going to die on my DVD player in a couple hours, and then I'll start dozing off a little bit, probably. So that's the end of my review. Laters.